And I think we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Time Minute. Glad you could join on my very first live stream. I see we've got a lot of chat going on already, so that's awesome. This stream is going to be um, just me talking with you guys, getting to know some of you guys a little bit better, letting you ask some questions, find out more about my likes and dislikes with movies, that sort of thing. Anything you want to ask about, ask. This is just going to be a chill stream. I'm just trying to test this out and see how well it goes, how how good it sounds, looks, all that sort of thing. So this is definitely a trial run for me. So thanks for joining this, and I'm happy to have you with me. Before I get any further, I'm going to look at the chat. Is everybody seeing me good tonight? Is everybody hearing me good tonight? I'll let you chime in on that real quick before I go any further. And while I'm waiting on you to chat, I'm going to take a drink. Okay. What we got? There's some comments now. We see you. All right. That's what I like to hear. Well, I got a surprise for you tonight. We do have a guest joining us, so I'm going to bring him on right now. Everybody say hi to Ken. Uh-oh. And oh,
All
there
right.
we go.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Awesome. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day when we can learn to work and play and get along with each other. If you guys know the classics, that's Arthur from our childhood. But hey, DJ, yo man, I'm so happy to like be here on your first stream. I'm not going to be here long
Absolutely.
to take center stage, and
That's fine.
I'm probably going to be in the chat asking you questions too. Um, But yeah, but the first question I have for you, if I can throw out an initial question for you, is
Sure.
how you feeling? How you feeling, man? You nervous? You
Extremely nervous right now. Absolutely.
yeah.
And it's funny because I've been on a couple live streams with you, and Zach Milne and stuff, but this is totally different. Running the show myself. So,
Yeah. But you know what, dude? Like honestly, after you do it the first time, it's kind
mhm.
of like you just kind of like get used to it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get all those nerves out because I know like um it's one of those things where it's like you don't get good until you're bad the first time. You know what I mean? 'Cause I know
I
my
fully
first stream was like, I don't know what this button does, kind of thing.
right. Yeah. That's what I've spent the last 45 minutes just trying to figure out what's where. And I
Yeah.
crashed this thing twice trying to mess with it a while ago. So the whole present thing, I'm like, oh, that'll be cool. And then like the whole computer shut down. I'm like, we'll wait on that for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely happens,
So
man.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man,
So
I want to give you your flowers, man, because it takes a lot of courage just to get on live. Like seriously,
well,
it's a big deal.
this was a lot of work setting up. For those that don't know, that are watching right now, I do almost everything I do on YouTube on my phone, and I
He
keep knocking
does.
over all my figures. Yeah, I do almost everything on my phone. So I'm used to being able to edit out anything I want to from my phone. I'm used to just propping my phone up on my stand up here and going that route. I'm not used to a computer setup, but I've got a laptop set up here. I do have my phone camera connected to the laptop because the laptop
Hmm.
webcam is awful. So it's
Dude,
it is
we
a
should
learning
talk about that
experience.
too. Yeah. Like really, like I use my iPhone 14 camera, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
if I were to switch, actually, you know what? Let me switch to make sure in a proper situation. Let me switch to my actual laptop camera.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is the I think $1,000 to $1,200 laptop camera
Okay.
that you pay
Yeah.
for, and it's
Yeah.
like why? Like if I paid twelve
Yeah.
hundred dollars for this
The
thing should
phone's
be
better.
way better than this. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's kind of
absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a much better picture there. And I know we mentioned right before we jumped on here that I was a little faded. I wonder if are you using the back camera or the selfie camera?
No, yeah, I'm using the regular camera, the non-selfie one.
Yeah. So that may be my problem here, and I'll try that next time I stream. I'm using the
Mhm.
selfie cam, so that may be why it's a little more faded looking than what it could be. So
Yeah, but at the same time, man, you look good.
well, I
I
mean,
will
I
say
always
that you look good.
look conceited there. All right, no. Something else. Since I've got you here asking and talking,
Yeah,
how's the sound? Because this is the first time I've used this mic right here too.
you sound
Uh,
great.
does it? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, you sound fantastic.
Yeah, because I've been having used like a headset mic and stuff with some of my videos using my phone to record. So
Yeah,
or just my phone mic. So this is different having this because I don't have a setup to use this on my phone. So this is first time trying this out too.
no, dude, you're doing great, man. It looks good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I don't know how much you want me to invade your time. I see that you got a bunch of questions.
Yeah, I got a lot to get to. It looks like
And that's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna say, hey, what's up to Jason Entertainment? What's up, man? That's my guy.
Jason.
Yeah.
He's one of the reasons I wanted to do this today because I'm working on something with Jason right now.
Ah,
and
nice.
it's going to be better if we can do it live. So I'm really glad you're in here, Jason, and hopefully this works out so we can do what we're talking about.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually for any I know there's a lot of YouTubers in here. What I learned last week is that you should use an Ethernet cable to plug directly into your router. That way you don't have to depend on Wi-Fi. Because I know when me and Jason Entertainment were on live to talk about Ahsoka, I watched it back and I loved the conversation that we had. But it was like, and I will talk. Wait, what did you say? Wait, and then I was hearing things he said like 30 seconds later, and vice versa. So I don't want to leave it to chance anymore. I would definitely recommend just like getting an Ethernet cable.
Yeah, you said that. I went literally today and bought one, and then ran it through across the house because my router is on the other side of the house. Got it all the way to this computer and realized this particular laptop does not have an Ethernet port. I'm going to have to buy a converter to go to a USB-C. No idea until I got here. So I'm still running on Wi-Fi tonight, but I'm going to work on that for next time.
And you know what? Speaking of which, and speaking of laptops that don't make any sense, so I have a MacBook Pros, like I said, like $1,000 to $1,200 or whatever. I didn't pay for that. Actually, my last job paid for it, so it's not like I paid for it. It doesn't have a USB port. It doesn't have a Ethernet port. It doesn't have a earphone jack. It doesn't have and it's $1,200, and then the camera's terrible. So what did they, I guess, pay for? You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, the next year's model put all that stuff back. It was like, what's happening here? So, hey, I mean, you work with what you got.
Absolutely. I know that feeling.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I'm gonna let you get to it. I'm so excited for you. Movie tubers unite. We don't have a slogan yet. That was the thing. I guess that makes sense though, because we are movie tubers and we're united. I don't know.
Works for me. You're the fearless leader of this thing, so
you guys keep calling me the leaders of this thing, and I just wanted to talk to some people. I don't think I'm a leader, but
maybe it's the rest of us don't want to be a leader. So,
hey, man,
you're just there.
You guys are awesome. You, Zach Attack's reviews, Screens and reviews. You guys are all fantastic, and I value working with each and every one of you. And yeah, man, can't wait to work with you guys going forward. Your guy Sean said what happened with the laptop with a DVD drive. You remember burning CDs?
Man, do I remember?
Oh my god! Now I feel old. How old are you, DJ?
Yeah, I'm 33.
I'm 33 as well.
There we go.
Hey, man, we are right about
this point. Yeah.
Yep. Right about Jesus' age.
When you look at the rest of YouTube, we're ancient right now.
Yeah. Yo, so here's the thing. I think Zach Milne's like what, 24?
Maybe, yeah. He's younger. Yeah,
I thought we were the same age. Um,
yeah.
and it was someone else. So I was like, wait, you're what? And
Um,
you know what? It was
Screens in. Yeah,
it was yeah, Screens End is
I would have swore
should we
he
be
was in his
giving out?
20s.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say his age, I
Let,
guess, but
let's
uh,
just say that
he,
Screens End is significantly older than the 33-year-olds who are on the screen right now. And I would not have
significant.
guessed that.
He says significantly.
Oh well, I hope he doesn't hear that.
He could be in this to not
I
griping,
mean,
chewing
he
you
is a
out.
father of three,
Yeah,
so you
that's
know.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
But but yeah, but I keep
I think
saying
one of
I'm
his
gonna let
kids
you.
is my age, so
Wait,
I'm
I was like, let me do the mental math here. Um, yeah, so I keep saying I'm gonna let you go.
You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you want me to stay, I'll stay.
It's a
But
bunch of it.
at the same time, yeah, man, I want to let you rock out on your own. This is really fun. I think I might
Yeah.
do a stream. No, I won't because I'll be editing all day tomorrow. I have um
Today, huh?
Haunting in Venice.
Yep.
I have to edit. I recorded the review last night. I have Outlaw Johnny Black. I saw that Sunday
Okay.
night. So I
Yeah.
have a review for that. Ahsoka episode 5, which I actually just recorded that last night. I'm going to be putting
Okay.
that out tomorrow when episode 6 drops. I don't know if anybody's going to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a
Um,
good recap before episode 6. So,
you know what? You're right.
yeah.
And then I just got finished watching The Exorcist for the 1973 version or 1973 episode of the Unseen Movie Marathon. I literally just like 10 minutes
Okay.
ago or whatever, however long before I got on this live, finished watching The Exorcist, which
Okay. I'm
is
excited to see that,
wild.
or excited to see your take on that. That's what I should say.
It's
It's a crazy movie.
it is insane. Wait, have you seen it before?
Yes. Yes. And then I
Okay.
rewatched it again a year or two ago because my wife had never seen it and she loves horror.
Right.
Spoiler alert: my wife hated the movie,
Really?
and she loves horror. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Man, I like I've I've never had a movie take this long for me to watch. I watched The Exorcist over at least a week. Uh
mm,
yeah, because to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. Even though we're movie tubers,
uh-huh.
there are some movies I just don't feel like watching. So it took me a week to watch it. Now I'm glad I did watch it, but I was like, man, that's why I procrastinated so long on it. Besides the fact
Mm,
that I was at a bachelor party weekend last weekend.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that'll take you away from it too. But
yeah. But all right. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
okay. All right.
All right. All right, DJ. Good luck, man. I know you'll kill it. You got a bunch of dope questions in here. And
Yeah, I'm excited to get started on them.
yeah, man. See you, dude.
All
Talk to
right.
you
See
soon.
you. And that was Ken from See for Yourself. You guys go check out his channel. He's got some great content on there. He's got a lot of big things coming. He just talked about a few of them. His series, the Unseen Movies or Unseen Movie Marathon, really great series. You guys should definitely go and watch that. All right, I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top of these comments, and we'll get started on this Q&A. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this first live stream. I already consider it a success just because Ken jumped in with me here. I got to say, not to give him a big head, but I wouldn't be doing this live stream. I wouldn't be trying as many things as I'm trying on YouTube right now if not for that guy right there. And the other movie tubers, but Ken has been extremely supportive and a big help for me. Just messaging back and forth, giving ideas, help on thumbnails, things like that. Go check out his channel. If even if you don't sub to mine, go sub to his because he definitely deserves it. So, all right, that's all I'm gonna do as far as putting Ken on a pedestal for now. We'll move on and we'll start on these chat questions. Again, thank you guys for joining. Thanks for leaving comments, leaving questions. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a lot of fun. Ask anything. This is I'm a movie channel, but if you want to ask about something else, I mean, we were talking about tech just a while ago. That's fine too. We can talk about anything. So as long as it's appropriate. All right. I'm going to start real quick with where are we at? All right. This was some of these come in right before the stream started, but I'll go ahead and read through these anyway. 80s kid from the 90s says, greetings. Hey, man, it's great to have you here. I appreciate you joining my first live stream. Jason, hey, DJ, how are you doing, my man? Can't wait for the stream. Me neither. We're in it. We are 15 minutes into it, so having fun so far. He also says, Movie Time Minute, no worries, keep that positivity. That was talking about fixing to start the stream, getting close to it, being nervous, all that sort of stuff. Only 30 minutes. That was before it started as well. Sean, hey, and I saw you sub to the channel a little while ago. Thank you for that. Appreciate you being here. Why aren't toys cool like they used to be? I mean, there are still some cool toys. It's just that the cooler toys are more expensive. This Blue Beetle figure right here, what, $20 or something like that? I swear when I was a kid, I could have got that same figure for 10, but it is what it is. Sean says everything's made in China. That's true. I just finished working for a couple years ago. I was working for a factory that everything said made in America, but all the parts were from China. We were putting it together and then putting the Made in America label on it. So even your stuff that says Made in America, half of it's actually made in China. So that's just the way it is now. Cheaper made product, more expensive. 80s kid from the 90s. 15 years ago, we paid less for more, as well as cool commercials. Now it's the opposite. What's the deal? Yeah, that's it. Wherever we can get cheaper labor and charge more is the way things are going. Sean says true. Got that right. Keep going. Oh, that was me. Sean, they should just play old commercials. Yeah. Commercials are not what they used to be. Jason says, Movie Time Minute, no worries. We're here. Ha ha. I think that was from my comment of running late. So that was a response to that. 80s kid from the 90s. I go to stores. I see Transformers that look mediocre. Hasbro's prices are ridiculous. It says Voyager class, but is it? Nope. It's deluxe size, not to mention what happened to the cool sound effects. Yeah, I am shocked at what the prices for the Rise of the Beast toys were. When you look at what the OG Transformers toys used to be, and you look at them now, and now they're triple the price and not made as well, it's sad. It really is, because I'm having to buy this stuff for my son. So it's really sad that I'm having to spend that money, and it's not even for myself. So 80s kid from the 90s. Now I sound like George Costanza. Yep. Sean, I have too many figures. Hey, I feel you there. This whole room is just surrounded with different Marvel Legends figures, Star Wars figures, Funko Pops, all that kind of stuff. I have a small fortune in this extra spare room right now. Where was I? Sound effects. Yeah, I understood what you were saying there. Just start. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, that I was late, but I do appreciate all you that stuck around and waited it out for me to get on here. I was actually just testing stuff with Ken to make sure my camera was working, because if you had jumped on last night, you would have seen I was on for 7 minutes with no camera, and didn't realize it for the first 3 or 4, and then I couldn't get it fixed, so I got right back off, and then I unlisted that video because it just wasn't working. So for those that were there, I know at least one, and we're going to get to some of his comments here in a minute. I appreciate you coming, and that stream was going to be my live review of Haunting in Venice. Instead, I'm just going to do that as a regular review video now. I think that's going to be the best way to do that. I just really wanted to be able to just chat back and forth and get to know some of you that I haven't really got to talk to yet. So I thought this would be better for this first stream as opposed to doing a review on my first stream. So we might do some reviews like that in the future, but for now, this is the way we're doing this. And that video will hopefully be out in the next couple days to get that review. I know I'll be a few days late on it, but sounds like Ken ain't got his out yet either. So maybe I can race him, try to beat him to it. We'll see. All right. Hey, Kid from 90s, we see you. Yeah, so really glad the camera's working tonight. If you guys do have any critiques to it, let me know. I already know I'm going to be trying to flip the phone to the other camera on the good camera side, so we'll try that next time I stream. So that's one thing I already know I'm going to adjust for next time. 80s Kid, hi Ken. Yeah, really exciting to have Ken jump on here with us to start this out. It made things a lot more comfortable for me, I'll tell you that. I was extremely nervous getting started, so he definitely lightened the mood a little bit for me. Delon Movies, welcome. What's up? Glad you could join us today. 80s Kid, I love that cartoon. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the quote there when he jumped on. Jason Entertainment, hey, the man Ken is there, and he is the man. I got to quit hyping him up. I'm just doing nothing but talking up Ken tonight. 80s Kid from the 90s. I just want to say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. There you go. There you go. Delon Movies. That first live stream is definitely the toughest. Way easier after that. Hey, I hope so. I am full of nerves right now. You can't see my fingers, but they are shaking. And they probably will for this entire thing. Jason Entertainment, you're doing great, DJ. Well, I hope that's the truth. Hey, but if you say so, then I guess it is, right? Delon Movies, laptop cameras suck. Yeah, I've learned that for sure. 80s Kids, do you agree that toys were better 14 years ago? Yes, I do. And believe it or not, 14 years ago, I was already out of high school. Man. Oh, I can't believe I'm old enough to say that. I've been out of school longer than what I was in school. All right. Good times. Jason Entertainment, Delon Movies, you bet, man. Tried it 2 times. I feel it's just bad. I guess he's either talking about the live stream or the laptop camera. Those are the last 2 comments that Dell had made on this. So I'm not sure, but yeah, either one of those. Absolutely. Let's see. Jason, can't wait to show you what we're up to. Yeah, we've got something in the works. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very controversial as far as likes and dislikes for movies go. So be on the lookout for that. We've got something up our sleeve for sure. And we've really got the Cosmic Broadcast to blame for what we've got cooking. All right. Sean, hello all. Hello, Sean. All, yep, I got what you were saying. Jason says, yeah, I noticed that sometimes Wi-Fi was cutting, but yeah, aside that, loved our chat. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, so you guys did a great job with that stream the other day. Jason, you and Ken. Really enjoyed that Ahsoka talk. I had to go back and rewatch because I couldn't watch it all during that time. I wanted to join you guys that night, but I had family things going on. I just couldn't. So it is what it is, but I'm glad you guys were able to do it, and it was a really great stream, even with the issues with the camera that you guys had. What happened? Laptop DVD drive? Yeah, we brought that up just a little while ago when we were talking about it. Things of the past. I know, right? Yep. Sean, 34. Age, I'm assuming you're talking about. Okay. So we've got a few others that are past the 20s. 80s Kids, 26. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that fits with your name. All movies, you. Yeah, I saw this earlier. Dell said a bunch of babies in here. Absolutely. We got a bunch of young ones. House of L Comics. Thanks for joining tonight. This, for those of you guys that don't know, House of L Comics is my uncle. Um, it is because of this man. He's responsible for my comic book love. Now, I will tell you, he is almost all things DC. He does like some Marvel, but uh, he claims he's not. I say he's biased. Either way, he's a great guy with a vast knowledge of all things comic books, and I would not be here doing this stream today and a part of nerd culture if it were not for this man. So, House of L Comics, thanks for joining us tonight. He's also the one that was in with me last night, letting me know the camera wasn't working. So I appreciate him for that. Dell on Movies. I need to see Outlaw Johnny Black. Yeah, I didn't really even know that much about it before hearing a few of the guys in the community talking about it. So I'm interested in that. I have to see that. Watching Bloodsport now. Let me know what you think about that. Curious your thoughts on Bloodsport. Oh, let's see. What else we got here today? Look through some of this. Yeah, we still got some to go. Whoa. Okay. All right. Dell on Movies. I showed The Exorcist to my daughter, an adult, a few weeks ago. She didn't care much for it. I feel I failed as a parent. Well, don't feel that way. You did at least eventually show it to her, and I think her not caring for it may just be a part of the times. I think that would probably be a good movie for my Does It Hold Up series that I do. Exorcist is definitely a movie of its time, and there are some things in there that would be done a lot differently now, I do believe. But regardless, it's still a classic. And I'm going to jump right into the next one after that because I know what she's going to say. Chelsea Smith says, not a fan of that movie at all. For y'all that don't know, this is my wife jumping into the comments. I mentioned that she didn't like it, and she's just confirming that. Yeah, she wasn't a fan of The Exorcist, and she loves horror movies. But my wife is also a little bit younger. She's used to effects being a little bit different. And I mean, she's a huge fan of the Conjuring franchise, that kind of thing. But something about that first original Exorcist was just not her thing. Hopefully, the new one will be better for her on that aspect. Oh, John 420. What is your favorite horror movie? Okay, I'm gonna have to take a drink before I start on this. So, a favorite horror movie to me would be one that doesn't give me nightmares because almost everything gives me nightmares. With that said, I don't know that I've watched a horror movie that doesn't give me nightmares. So I get scared easily. I jump scare easily. I'm not a person to sit beside watching a horror movie because I will flail my arms everywhere. I mean, recently I did really enjoy Megan. I don't know if you consider that a horror movie or not, but I had fun with that, maybe because it didn't scare me as much. I guess if I had to pick an all-time favorite, it would probably be the original Scream because I can get through that movie and it was an enjoyable plot. All around, I think Scream would have been my favorite all-time horror movie. Yeah, I mean, I could think about that more. In fact, I may talk about that more in a future video with another guy that is part of this community here soon. So be looking forward to that here around October. Got something planned with somebody else. All right, what's next? Sean says, just do it. I wish I knew which conversation that one was a part of earlier, but all right, Nike slogan. Oh, is that what? Maybe that's what it was. A slogan for our movie tubers. I don't know if that's what you're referring to or not, but that's cool. Whoops. I see some nice slabs in the background. Yeah, well, Uncle Donovan, you know where most of those come from. Usually if there's a slab I'm wanting, it's one that I've seen him post that he's selling, or I have him send it off for me to get done because I'm honestly just too lazy to do it myself. See for yourself, Ken. Hey, what is this amazing live stream I found? Man, you're killing me, man. Thanks for joining. Sean says Jar Jar. Yeah, right here, Jar Jar. There he is. If you guys aren't aware, MovieTubers have been doing an Ahsoka, pretty much an after show talking, spoiler talk Ahsoka after the episodes, day or two later. And it got brought up in one of those episodes that I'm a Jar Jar fan, and it's true. I love Jar Jar. I like the little guy. I'm a fan of people who are underappreciated. Jar Jar, Yamcha, even MODOK from Quantum Mania. That's right. I like the little guy. I like the guy everybody spits on. So there's some of my love right there. Hey, even to an extent, Kyle Rayner over here. Nobody talks about Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. He's my favorite Lantern. More than Hal Jordan, more than Guy Gardner, more than John Stewart, all of them. Kyle Rayner is the man. All right. I'll get off of that tangent. See for yourself. DJ's the ultimate Jar Jar fan. I am. I think all Star Wars could be made better with a little bit of Jar Jar. And I'm going to watch the viewership go down to 0 now. So let's just keep moving on before I that up. Movie time, what up? Hey, Darkroom Movies, it's good to see you. Glad you could join the stream. Another great channel. Go check him out if you get the chance. Jason Entertainment, what made you launch yourself to YouTube? Oh, here we go. And what is an advice you would give to someone who recently started YouTube? Okay, so I'm glad you asked this question. This is okay, I'll start with the first part of it. Launching myself on YouTube was mainly because and I dove in this a little bit in a Zach Milne members talk live a couple weeks ago, but I have friends and family who enjoy movies. I do not have friends and family that enjoy hearing me talk about it 24/7. And if you can't tell, I like to talk. I needed a space that I could go to just to get my thoughts and opinions out. And YouTube was the space for me for that. I've been watching people like John Campea, like Zach Milne, like, Jeremy Johns, all these guys on YouTube for a while. And, they always say stuff like, do this yourself. It's rewarding, that kind of thing. But I was always, well, I don't have the equipment for that. I'm not set up to be able to do any of that. So I never did. And eventually it got to a point where I was the only person on earth that did not hate, even though I had my issues with it. I did not hate Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania earlier this year. And I was alone. So I thought, there's got to be some fans out there somewhere of this movie that can say it wasn't as bad as everyone said. Maybe it was as bad as everyone said, but I still had fun with the movie. So that was my very first review. It was in a short form, and it got some views. And I thought, hey, this is fun. I'm going to keep doing it, even though all I had was a phone to do it from. So that's the way I've been doing. If you look at my first videos all the way to now, there is a big difference in the type of videos I was making and the quality of those videos. I know my quality is still not great compared to a lot of people in this space. That's something that's gotten me down the last couple of days, to be honest. I'm trying not to let comments get to me, because I know as I get more subscribers, as I get a little bit bigger, those comments are going to come more and more, those negative things. And so I'm trying to put that to the side and not let it get under my skin or anything. But my advice to someone just starting, just do it and have fun, and don't worry about what everyone says. And as long as you're enjoying yourself, and please don't look too much into the analytics. I have been stuck several times on my growth in this and my 6 months of doing this. And each time I was stuck, I would get to a point where I would grow exponentially. So, I mean, a month ago, I was at 60, 70 subscribers. I'm now at 130 almost. And it has been a roller coaster, but it has been very rewarding. And I think everybody who has a passion should get on YouTube, should create a a vlog or a blog or anything you can do to get your opinions and your thoughts out there, even if only one or two other people are reading them or watching them, that's enough. The fact I've got 9 people in this stream right now watching this, it's amazing to me that anybody would be willing to watch me talk about my opinions on movies, and it's surreal. It's very rewarding. Every one of you need to go out and do it yourself as well. So thanks for that question, Jason. Oh, with that said, I'm going to take just a second here and get me a drink. You can watch me take a drink if you want to, but that's what I'm going to do for just a minute. Kind of rest my voice for a second. So, all right. Okay. I don't have any cool sound effects, so I guess I can just, kind of dance my way back into the stream. All right. And I just lost 3 more. Oh, no, I gained 1 more viewer. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right, let's get in the next question. If you're just joining the stream, my name's DJ. This is Movie Time Minute, and we really appreciate you being here. It's been a lot of fun so far. We're over a half hour in, and the comments keep coming. We're just going to keep talking till they're gone. So thanks for joining us. We talk movie news, but we'll talk about anything else or movie news, reviews, just talk in general in movies. But we'll talk TV shows, we'll talk tech, we'll talk anything you want to talk, we'll do it. So there we go. Let's get on to the next question. See for yourself what Ken got to say. Transformer toys are less complicated now, and I don't like it. The kids need to struggle to figure it out like we did. Absolutely, that is true. With the exception of the toys that are made for 2-year-olds, because I don't want to have to transform my kids' Transformer in a difficult way back and forth, as little attention span as he has, as often as he want me to transform it. Popping the Popcorn gave go check out her channel. Great channel. Hi, friend, she says. Thanks for joining the stream. Really glad you're here. Another great content creator. Dark Room Reviews. You ever consider getting Nika figures? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Maybe something I'm aware of that I don't recognize the name from. Maybe let me know further down in the comments. I'll get to it and try to remember what you're referring to. Just jog my memory here if I'm not sure, if I'm just not picking up on what you're putting down there. Let's see. It's people saying hi to Popping the Popcorn. It says don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't like to beg for it, so I won't do that, but I do really appreciate everyone that does support my channel. Some more talking. That's right. Hit that like button. Everybody's saying hi. I love to see it. Love to see it. Doing an amazing job. Well, I hope so. This is again my first stream, and I'm nervous as all can be. So I hope it's going well. Sean. Hi, Sean. Love the lightsaber tat. Way to put attention to that. Again, I'm not going to lie about it. That's my wife, Chelsea, and that's the lightsaber tattoo she's talking about. Green lightsaber here, red lightsaber on my arm. And that way I can run around the house and hit. Yeah, I don't know. I do have a tendency to run around and with my arm everywhere. So. How's the L? How old are you drinking Yoo-Hoo? Come on. Hey, you're never too old for Yoo-Hoo, all right? This is the good stuff right here. You can't go wrong with Yoo-Hoo, and I'm not paid to advertise that. I just enjoy it. So there you go. All right. Now it's gone and out of the way, so you'll have to see me drinking it anymore. DJ, what's your top 5 favorite movies? Man, I'm going to tell you that is really tough for me. I have been thinking about that since I started this channel because I've wanted to do a top 10, top 20 favorite movies of all time. I can't tell you how many times I'm in the middle of watching a movie with somebody, or I'll watch something that's older with somebody, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, this is a top 20 movie for me. I bet I've done that 50 times. So the fact that I've done that tells me that it's going to be extremely difficult for me to narrow down. But I will tell you a few of my favorites and my absolute number one favorite. I can tell you those. Um, a few of my favorites would be whew, um, Disney's The Jungle Book, the animated. That movie has held up with me since I was a child. Maybe it's because it was my first love of a movie. I don't know, but the original animated Jungle Book, Anchorman with Will Ferrell. It's to me the most quotable movie ever to be made. I love Anchorman. Uh, what else? Hmm, this is tough. Really tough. I can't go without saying Empire Strikes Back. Um, it's one of the reasons I love movies is Star Wars. So Empire Strikes Back is on that list. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, one of my all-time favorite movies. There's four, so I'll go ahead and give a fifth. And my fifth and final and my favorite movie of all time is the legendary Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society. My favorite movie I've ever watched. Oh, Captain, My Captain, best phrase in a movie ever. So there's my favorite movie. And I guess those could be my top 5, but I could probably slip in and out a few others as well. Those are just the 5 that I thought of first. Didn't think I'd be able to do that. Delon Movie says, what's your favorite animated movie of the year so far? Well, it's a right above my head, and that is Across the Spider-Verse. Also, my favorite movie of the year so far, with Air being just a little bit behind it. Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite. If I took Spider-Man out of the equation, I have a feeling it's going to be Wish, but I haven't seen that one yet. So I will say probably Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I can't help it. I love my Ninja Turtles. Poppin' Popcorn, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? Well, I think I gave that one away. It's the same as a lot of people's favorite, and that is Empire Strikes Back. My Star Wars rankings go all 3 of the originals. To me, are the dominant Star Wars movies, and then it's kind of hit and miss from there, back and forth. I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy. I don't know that a lot of people are. I thought the first one was decent. I do love the spin-off movies. Solo was pretty good, but Rogue One I thought was fantastic. And I actually enjoyed the prequels a little more than a lot of people do, mainly because I was a kid when that episode 1 Phantom Menace came out. And for some reason, that one I like more than most people, especially a couple of the lightsaber battles and especially that last lightsaber battle. And the score from that movie was really good. And I even like the pod racing. So that's kind of where I am with Star Wars. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is definitely my favorite. Darkroom reviews. How are you able to do a live stream like this? So this is using StreamYard. I have my phone hooked up through, how do you pronounce it? Epoccam, EPOCCAM, to my laptop. And so that I can use the camera from my phone, go into a laptop that's really slow and really bad. And I've just got a wireless mouse and keyboard hooked to it, yada, yada, yada. And I connected my StreamYard account to YouTube, and I'm streaming from that. It has an option to be able to invite other people into it. There's a paid version, a non-paid version, all that sort of thing. So if you look into StreamYard, you'll be able to find some things on it. And I'd like to see what you do with a live stream if you're able to do it, man. That would be fun. Sean says, Revenge of the Jedi. Revenge of the Jedi. Hmm. not sure what you're saying there. Are you talking about Return of the Jedi? I'm not sure what that comment was. So, okay. I'm going to go on to the next one, and maybe you'll clarify later on. If not, thanks for commenting. All right, Popcorn. Joel, I think DJ is using StreamYard. Yes, I'm using StreamYard on this, and it's working pretty good so far today. Rogue One for me. See for yourself. Hey, that's a great choice. I actually really like Rogue One. That's a fun movie. And I know people that are huge Star Wars fans that still have not even watched Rogue One, and I'm baffled by that. But anyway. He also says House of L Comics. Hey, Uncle Minutes. so one of our previous streams, my mom joined in and she became Mama Minutes. So I guess you're now Uncle Minutes. There you go. Oh man. Sean says, whoop. Sean says Rogue One is great. Yeah, I agree. Really, really great movie. Oh, I thought I was about caught up on these. I just got a whole slew more on here that I'm seeing. So awesome. We'll just keep going tonight, guys. This is a lot of fun. Shout out to our inspirations. Absolutely. And my inspirations from childhood, Uncle Donovan for my comic book love, my dad for getting me into the original Star Wars trilogy, and my inspiration today being my wife and son who keep pushing me forward in this journey that I'm in right now. So really, really appreciate all those people and more. I mean, but those in particular. All right. Oh, and my mom and grandma for going to the local movie store and renting every new movie that came out every single Tuesday as I was growing up. So that was fun too. House of L says, I love Bloodsport. I've seen it about 3 dozen times. Hey, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen Bloodsport. So the fact that you like it that much, I might have to go check it out. Sean says the new Thanksgiving movie by Eli Roth. Yeah, so that one looks scary. I definitely am going to see that because I'm not going to get out of it now after going to see Haunting in Venice the other night and that advertising before the movie. That was the first time my wife, Chelsea, had seen the trailer for Thanksgiving. And I could tell just by looking at her, the grin on her face, that, yeah, I'm going back to watch this movie later. So definitely interested in it. It looks terrifying, but I will definitely be checking that out. Jason said, DJ, you sound like someone who's been streaming for a whole year already. It's crazy, man. Congratulations. Well, I don't feel like I look like that, and sound like that, but hey, I appreciate the love. I don't know. Those of you that don't know something else about me, I'm also a part-time fill-in preacher. So I'm used to being in front of crowds. This feels totally different than that. This is definitely a new experience, and it's different doing it like this than it is being on with someone else where they're doing the majority of talking and you're just chiming in here and there. This is definitely a whole nother ball game. So, but hey, I appreciate the confidence there. That's awesome. So DJ got the classic Yahoo. I haven't had one of those forever, and I kind of want one. It's double the price for these things in the store than it is for regular sodas, but I can't help myself. When I have a chance to get them and put them in the fridge, I put them there. I'm lucky enough that my wife doesn't love them too much, so as long as I can keep them away from the 2-year-old, then I can usually make them last a little while. Jason says, by the way, DJ, I'd love to know what is your ranking for January movies? Megan, Plane, Shotgun Wedding, Sick, Missing, Pale Blue Eye. So I didn't get to watch most of those. I don't remember what was all going on in January, but the only two I think I saw were Megan and Plane. And I actually enjoyed both of those. Plane was a surprise to me. I mean, I always liked Gerard Butler, but it didn't look like it was going to be a great movie, but it was a lot of fun. So I'll have to check out the others. I've got a lot in my back catalog from this year that I've still not gotten a chance to catch up with. So maybe I can get to that sometime soon. But hey, let me know about those Shotgun Wedding, Sick, Missing, Pale Blue Eye. I'm curious about those if they're ones I really need to check out. Oh, who we got here? Mio9131. Yeah, the is very scary. Okay. Thanks for joining the stream. I don't think I've read a comment from you yet on here, so appreciate you being here and for contributing to our conversation. This is awesome. All right, see for yourself. Hey, Mrs. Minute. See, that sounds like a Loki character. Mrs. Minute. Yep. Popcorn says hi, Chelsea. Darker movies, low expectations for new Exorcist. Hey, I mean, you might be right on that. I don't really, as a person that watches horror movies that gets nightmares from them, so I don't really get excited for them. I'm kind of hoping that it is a low expectation movie because that way I can get a little more excited when it happens and if it winds up being better than what I expected. So, Emil says, yeah, this is a scary movie to me. Okay. All right. I'm not sure which movie we're talking about now. That's probably from earlier in conversation. So that's all right. Sean says, LOL. Fact, I'm the same. Nice. Scream is great. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's from when I was ranking my horror movies. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I just Scream's a good one, I think. Ghostface is probably my favorite of the slashers. House of L, with your mom, I don't get how you're scared of movies. I think my mom is the reason I'm scared of movies, Uncle Donovan. Um, she made us watch so many, and it had the opposite effect on me. Instead of getting more used to them, I got more scared of them as time went. So, okay, my desk is sliding on me. There we go. So that's just the way it happened with me. Have you seen that with a T? Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join tonight. Again, this is my first live stream I've ever done, so I'm excited to be doing this, and I'm glad to have so many of you guys joining me tonight in this. It's been a lot of fun so far, and we're almost an hour in. So good evening. Glad you could join. Mio, Megan was great. I hope they come out with a second one. Yeah, I heard that was in the works, and I hope it is. I'm excited to see it if so. View with the Drew. Hey, man, what's going on? Glad you could be here. Darkroom A. Drew. Hi, Drew. Everybody's happy to see Drew. All right, Sean says, that way in a Lions fan. Lions fan. We talking football? What are we talking here? I'll have to see what that is there. See for yourself. As long as your favorite Lantern is Guy Gardner. No. My favorite Lantern is Kyle Rayner. Got to establish that. Kyle Rayner is the man. All right. Guy Gardner's okay, I guess. I always found it to be a little more difficult to enjoy as a Lantern. Guy Gardner was always kind of full of himself, but hey, I mean, maybe that's the appeal. I don't know. Let's see. House L. Yes, he's the only Green Lantern that found his girlfriend in his fridge. So see, that's how little Guy Gardner, or are you talking about Kyle? I don't even know which Lantern did that. I obviously have not read enough of the comics to have gotten to that point, or to at least have seen that. So I will have to look into that and read up a little bit because that's interesting. Sean sends a question mark. Darkroom, good question, Jason. View, hey, Katie. Great question. Favorite football team? Okay, so I gotta say, and I'm reading forward a little bit. Oh well, that's all right. I gotta say, favorite football team is. So I'm a bad sports fan. I'm going to tell you guys that now. I'll watch a little. I will watch sports. I'll watch a little bit of anything. My problem is I uh, I follow players, and I'm told that's bad. I'm a huge NBA fan, basketball fan. I've always followed players, whether it was Shaq or Kevin Love. Recently, Luka Doncic. Like, I find a player I like, and I cheer for that player regardless of what team they're on. We do have Memphis where I live. Memphis is like an hour and a half away, so I've been to several Grizzlies games, and I root for the Grizzlies when I'm there. But as far as basketball goes, I follow players. Football, I've kind of been the same way. Now, I will say my dad, and this is going to get some groans, my dad's a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. So over the years, I've naturally rooted for his sake for them, just so that he wouldn't get so depressed every time I see him. Because if they lose, it's like his whole week is lost. So in the past, I rooted for them on that. But I mean, I loved watching Tom Brady play while he played. Aaron Rodgers was fun to watch. Football, I tend to want to watch certain quarterbacks, and that's where I am on that. I don't think I have a team per se with football, so just whoever I enjoy watching play at that time is who I'm watching. House of L, I knew this was coming because I knew he was in the comments. Ant-Man sucked. That's okay. I respect your opinion. I'm sure most of you in here are thinking that's not an opinion, that's fact. That's okay. I enjoyed it more than almost everyone else, and I understand that I enjoyed it more than other people, and I understand every one of the problems that people have with that movie. It just didn't bug me as much as it did other people. So, all right. Oh, look at that. I mentioned Cowboys, and I lost 2 viewers. That's great. That's okay, though. See for yourself. I actually like Quantumania. Don't love it, but don't hate it either. There you go. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Have you seen that with a T? I didn't hate Quantumania. It wasn't in game, but it wasn't terrible. Okay. I feel that. I sorry, I had something pop up and I wasn't sure if it was something I'm needing to see or not, but okay, yeah. Wasn't in game, it wasn't terrible. See, I kind of felt that about Endgame because I loved Infinity War so much. When Endgame came out, I didn't enjoy Endgame as much as everyone else was enjoying it. So I liked Endgame. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home to me. Like, it's a fun, enjoyable movie, but I didn't understand why it was as hyped up as it was. I had some great times in Endgame. Yes, the final fight, all that, really great. Just the longer your movie is, the less you're going to have me interested. I don't have as long of attention span as I should have. Probably why Oppenheimer wasn't my favorite movie this year either. So I get some hate for that. Sean, be happy. Okay. Man, sometimes I wish I knew what the comments were coming from. See for yourself, great advice. Was this back when I was talking about why I'm my advice for somebody starting? Yeah. So those comments, yeah, absolutely. Mio, everyone has to start somewhere. Rome wasn't in a day, like Sam Cooke says. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. Sean, do it for fun. I 100% agree with that. You seen that with a T? Yep. Don't even look at numbers because I don't have any. I just talk movies. Yeah. I'm having to learn that myself. I absolutely am in YouTube Studio and all the other apps I've got for analytics, looking at it every day, and I shouldn't be. And when you're this early on, you really shouldn't be. But where did the name Movie Time Minute come from? Okay, I'm gonna get another drink before I start this explanation, and it may not be as long as what I warranting a drink, but that's okay. So when I started this channel, I thought I don't have a lot of time for this, and I'm using my phone for all this. It's going to be easier if I have my phone propped up and I'm doing all shorts all the time. So how about I create a channel where I'm doing 1 minute reviews in short form? And that's where Movie Time Minute came from, because I thought every one of my videos were going to be 1 minute long. I quickly found out, as a new YouTuber, my shorts were not being spread that much, that fast, to warrant being a shorts channel. And I also found out very quickly, I talk too much to do a review in under a minute. So that aspect of the channel changed, but I still love the name. So I stuck it out with the Movie Time Minute name. It's unique. It wasn't on YouTube anywhere already. So that's where that name come from. And that's just been there for the last 6 months because of that. But yeah, that first month, that was the idea. I was going to have minute long reviews, and for someone like me, that just actually wasn't going to be in the cards. So Sean says a frog. Ribbit. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that was a response to. Um, Okay. Awesome. I will think about what that was for here in a little bit, I'm sure. View of the Drew. Good news. I gave your channel a shout out on my channel. Hey, I really appreciate that, Drew. That's really cool. I know I try to, every chance I can think of, I try to put out smaller YouTube channels on a shout out in my channel as well. That's just a great thing you can do for this community. Not just you doing that for my channel, but any channel that you see that is lower numbers that could use that extra boost, even if it's just an extra view on one of their videos. It helps that channel a lot. So that's a really cool thing to do, and I really appreciate it. It's really, really cool of you. Oh boy, House of L. Uncle Donovan. Yes, and you're a Disney sellout. Yeah, I've already gotten those comments on my Ahsoka videos about me being a shill. So, hey, I tell you what, if Disney would pay me to do these reviews, I might entertain a conversation. But no, seriously, I'm not a sellout. I just enjoy things more than a lot of other people enjoy them. I have fun with things that a lot of other people don't have fun with. So it is what it is. If a person doesn't like the way I review something, there's 1,000 other channels that will review it the way they want them to. So they can go to that. I'm just going to give my honest opinion. And I don't love everything Disney. I mean, I was pretty harsh on Peter Pan and Wendy. If you saw my reviews and stuff for that. So there are things that I don't enjoy. I was pretty harsh on Hawkeye. That wasn't when I was doing YouTube, but I was not a fan of the Hawkeye TV show. So there are things that Disney's done that I haven't enjoyed. I haven't enjoyed most new Star Wars. So Andor and Ahsoka being exceptions to that rule, but it's not. Oh, it's not really like that. But I appreciate the comment, because I even had to do a response video to that the other day where somebody was trying to say stuff like that. All right, see for yourself. Just went to 10. Hey, and I was just seeing it was at 11, and now it's back down to 9. So, I mean, I've been hovering this range this whole stream. So that's really cool to me. I appreciate everybody that's been here and being a part of this tonight. This is unreal to me. I honestly thought I was going to jump in here and do this. I was going to have 2 viewers, and that was all that was going to be on here tonight. And the fact that I'm looking up and seeing double digits is extremely exciting. So I may have to do this more often, just because I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know that my voice is going to like that, though. I wasn't expecting that tonight. But yeah, thanks again to everybody that's here right now. I really appreciate it. We've still got several comments to get through, and we're going to go through every one of them. I've got the time if you've got the patience. So we'll do it, and we'll just keep having fun tonight. Where was I? Jason says, thank you for sharing that incredible story, DJ. I think that would be one of my main reasons too. I have this friend, I've been talking a lot of movies with him, but I didn't want to annoy him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I even doing this channel, I still annoy people with my movie talk. So you can just imagine how much I was annoying them before I had another space to talk about it. So absolutely. See if yourself remember to hit that like button. I don't even know. Can I see how many likes are? I don't even know if I can see that on here. I'm learning this stuff, guys. I don't know much about what I'm doing here as far as the streaming part of it goes. So I guess I could have had a different browser up with my thing and I could have seen some of that. But it's not that big a deal to me right now. I mean, I'd love it if you guys are liking this and helping spread this. But at the same time, this whole stream right here to me is a test just to see if any of my subscribers are interested in this, as well as figuring out how to do this, seeing what the quality comes up as, so that I can do more of this in the future and work with some other great creators in the future. I know I've got some stuff coming up with Ken, See For Yourself, with Zack Attack, with Screens In, with Jason Entertainment, with Cosmic Broadcast, and with Dark Movies. I've got stuff with all you guys set up right now, and that in itself is unreal to me that I've got this many people I'm getting to work with to do the thing that I love to do, which is watch movies and talk about them. So this is just really cool to me. Popping the popcorn. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Again. Sean, can we see your comics? I mean, you can see a few of the slabs behind me. I would have to get in the closet to dig out some other comics, but I might do a video where I'm showing some of those. I can show you a couple that I could reach. And I'll tell you, each one of these that I can reach and show you right now, I picked up from my uncle, Donovan, House of L Comics that you see here in the comments. A lot of times he sells some of these slabs and stuff on eBay and different places. So you might can hit him up for some different things, but here's one I can reach. This is CGC qualified grade Marvel DC Presents X-Men Teen Titans #1, and that is a 9.0. So if you can see that there, that one's really cool. I like having a DC Marvel crossover like that. And then something else I'm proud of is right above me. And since we're talking movies and TV, how about I trip and fall? Since we're talking movies and TV, I have a 9.8 Berserker, and you can see that one. Really cool variant. Donovan can probably tell you which variant that is, but you can see Keanu's face really nice in that. That is one that I'm excited for the show when it comes out. I think they're doing a series, maybe a movie. I don't remember what all they're doing with Berserker, but I'm really excited for that just because that comic is amazing. If you haven't read Berserker, I highly recommend doing that. No, please, no dancing. Oh, come on. You want a little bit of this? A little bit of this? Okay. That's all I got. So fat white boy dancing over here. Jason, any more haha, but yeah, man, I always had the issue that, oh, my camera is not so good, the sound, etc. Come to realize a lot of channels on my surrounding with some 2K subs and have some. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I've got the lowest low equipment, but I'm still pushing through and doing what I can with that equipment. And I'm having fun with it, and that's what matters. And I think your personality, and you've got a great one, Jason. Just to be honest, you've got one of the better personalities on YouTube, and people are going to notice that and see that far more than what is going to be bugged by some of the camera and sound quality that you may have or not have, or whatnot. So from a little tiny guy like me talking, that's my opinion on it. Don't let that stuff bug you. Even when my uncle jumps in and says sound was crap on a video, I try not to let it bother me too much. So, all right, have you seen that with a T? I enjoy these live chats. I do too. This is a lot of fun, guys. Really happy you guys are doing this with me tonight. Whoa, I just scrolled down too far. Okay, here we go. Someone memed that. Oh no, are you talking about my dancing? Oh no, I might. Oh, I might regret this later. CP says, haha, those moves keep on dancing. That was awesome. Man, you missed it the other night. Ken. We did that 10 movies coming later this year for the movie tubers the other night. And so Ken was on at the beginning. Um, Jason from Screens End come in a little bit in. We were all four on, then Ken had to leave. And after Ken left, we got if you were there, you know, but we had a little bit of fun, and I did a little bit of dancing on that one as well. So I really should quit dancing on YouTube. I'm going to wind up getting demonetized really fast. All right, Jason Entertainment, camera issues. Yeah, okay. Yeah, finishing up your conversation from a while ago. I was just like, well, the thing that people really wanted to see the person talking about his passion board and how he and his videos look. It's important, but it's not. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Sean, GPK. I'm not good with. I think I'm too old for those phrases and with letters and stuff. I'm not sure what GPK is. Maybe hit me up a little bit later and let me know. View with Drew says, with Expendables 4 coming out this week, here's a Stallone question. What do you think is Stallone's worst movie? I think Spy Kids 3 Game Over. Don't say that in front of my wife. Hopefully she's already asleep before that comment came up. Spy Kids 3D Game Over. Yeah, that's definitely one of his worst. No, there's one. That's tough. I like a lot of Stallone movies, so even ones that are not great. Expendables franchise being ones that I love, even though I shouldn't, because they are bad action, 80s action comedy movie type things, and I'm here for it. So, if I had to pick a bad Stallone, somebody tell me the name of that one he did with Dolly Parton, where he sings. That's so bad. My father-in-law enjoys that movie and loves that movie. I don't know why. But we even got him the old record from that movie. But I can't think of the name of that movie. Maybe I'll get to it. Somebody will tell me in the comments here in a minute. But wow, there's still a lot of comments. I'm going to have to start speeding through these guys. This is crazy. Crazy good. I'm shocked. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot to get through here. Yeah, I would say that one. If I could think of the name of it, that's the one I would go with for the worst Stallone movie that I can remember anyway. Jason says, definitive people come back for the person. I'm glad of your growth, DJ. You deserve it, man. Well, I appreciate that. SL Nika is great. Have a few, and I'm sure you have one. So that's something I should know and I should have. Okay. Maybe I do. I just am not aware, maybe. Sean says Yoda. Okay. Sean says E.T. Goonies question mark. Are we talking about when we were talking my top 5 favorite movies on that? Okay. Yeah. Those are great movies. I like E.T. and Goonies. I don't think Goonies holds up as well as what a lot of people want it to nowadays, though. Evil Dead 2, that's a good movie. 60% of the time it works every time. Yeah, absolutely. Great quotes from Anchorman. Have you seen that with a T? Okay, we got, I guess these are your top 5. Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, Color Purple. I love the original Color Purple so much. Spider-Man 2, absolutely. Infinity War Endgame. So if I was going to include an MCU film in that ranking, it would either be Captain America Winter Soldier, which I feel like is a boring answer, or what could be my favorite MCU movie that a lot of people don't even have in top 10, and that is Shang-Chi. I love Shang-Chi. I've rewatched that probably more than any other MCU movie since Phase 4 and 5 started. Shang-Chi is so good to me. But yeah, Forrest Gump, Shawshank, yeah, those are all good movies too. Color Purple is definitely a top movie for me. I'm really excited for the new one. Mio, good choice. Okay, thank you. Jason, Dead Poets is amazing, bro. Yeah, yeah, I love Dead Poet Society. To me, it is a perfect movie. I will not. You cannot convince me there's a single flaw in the movie Dead Poet Society. House of L, you're not a member of my family for not saying Superman 1978. I'm sorry, Uncle Don, I can't. Um, mm, because you're here, I'm going to choose not to give my honest thoughts on that movie. Um, I will say I enjoy 1978 Superman, and I'm just going to leave it there. Sean, favorite movie is 1977. 1977. I'll have to look at that. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. 1917 maybe, or is there something called 1977? I do like 1917. All right, Sean says Star Wars. Okay, yeah. See for yourself. Oh, let's see his list here. Lion King, Forrest Gump, Speed, Into the Spider Verse, Across the Spider Verse, honorable mention Captain America: Winter Soldier. So, yeah, so my Cap Winter Soldier choice isn't too abnormal, but yeah, I was aware that Lion King's your favorite. I've heard you say that a couple times, so that's really cool. Really cool. Have you seen that with the T? Pop quiz at See for yourself. Seen that with T. Winter Soldier is up there for me as well. Okay. Yeah. House of L Star Wars wasn't bad. Okay. See for yourself whispers. I've never seen Dead Poet Society, dude. Hmm. I don't know that I can collab with you anymore. I think that's it. Man, it was great working with you on the things we've done. No, I'm just kidding. No, you do need to check that movie out though. It is a in my opinion, this is my opinion. Not everyone agrees with this, and that's okay. But to me, that is a perfect movie. All right. Sean says, I love all the Star Wars. That's cool. I wish I did. I love most of Star Wars, but I love that you love all of it. That's awesome. Delon Movies, your favorite Star Wars baddie not named Darth Vader? Well, because my favorite Star Wars baddie is not Darth Vader, it is Darth Maul. So, um, to me, he's got the coolest lightsaber battle in Star Wars. Oh, I'm giving away stuff for future other videos. Oops. I don't know. I might have to think about that though. There's a couple other lightsaber duels that are pretty good, but one of my favorites anyway. And I don't know. There's something so menacing about him, and I think because, and I've said this to other people, the original Star Wars trilogy is my favorite of all the Star Wars movies, and I think that they are the best of the movies. But they're my dad's movies. Okay, the original trilogy are my dad's movies. The prequel trilogy were mine. Those are the ones I got to see in theaters first, that sort of thing. So my first experience with Star Wars on a big screen was Darth Maul as a villain. So to me, that is my favorite Star Wars baddie. So there you go. Have you seen that with T? Me either. See for yourself. I feel better now that you said it first. Oh man, you guys are killing me not knowing this, not have seen Dead Poets. Man. Winslow GSP, is this your first comment? Thanks for joining the stream. If so, that's awesome. What movie is your lying dog faced pony soldier from? Ooh, I know the phrase. Uh, I've either seen the movie, I should know the movie, or I've heard other people quote the movie. Um, but I'm not sure. So somebody in comments, let me know what that one is, and I will either feel dumb or I'll have to go check out a movie to find out where that was from. I don't mind being called out if I'm dumb about something. See for yourself. That heavy scent with a T. Need to be rid of shame. All right, all right. Sean, Return of the Jedi was Revenge of the Jedi. Okay, okay. I got you. Yeah, that was from the earlier comment. Got you. Sean says Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. So we had something called Movie Gallery where I'm from. We did have a Hollywood Video in the town that was a little bit further, about an hour away from us. So we did do some Hollywood Video, and there were a couple places we would travel and go to, and we'd rent from Hollywood. And I've rented from Blockbuster too when I was younger. But what we had was a place called Movie Gallery. I don't know how big of a chain that was, but we had several of them in our area. But I mean, I'm down here in Arkansas. We don't have a lot of things that a lot of people have. So I mean, we just got internet like 2 weeks ago. So all right, that Thanksgiving movie had the guy from Suits. I don't remember who the cast was in that Thanksgiving movie. I did notice Patrick Dempsey was in it, but I don't remember who else was in that movie in the cast. Favorite cartoon as a kid? Are we talking series or are we talking movie? If we're talking movie, I think I've already said it with Jungle Book. If we're talking series, it would have either been Batman the Animated Series, Pokemon, and I still watch it, or Dragon Ball Z, if you want to get into anime cartoons, or the X-Men animated series. I love the X-Men. I mean, nothing beats that opening intro for that or that Batman, or even the Spider-Man. Man, Gargoyles, you can't see it here, but I've got a whole section. Hey, since I'm showing comics, I guess I can show this. If I can get to it without knocking everything over. Oh. So here is a Gargoyles 9.0 comic book. I've got a whole setup of all the Gargoyles pops and stuff over here too. Really happy to get that. Again, thank you, Uncle Donovan, for setting me up with that comic. That was really cool. So Gargoyles was one of my favorites as a kid too. So those are some of the ones that I really watched and really enjoyed. Oh, let's see. See for yourself, DJ. You're actually doing fantastic. I'm not joking. You're way better than me when I started. I honestly doubt that, dude. You are so natural on camera. It's not even funny. So, all right. Sean says it's a Grindhouse movie. Man, the only problem I have with this stream so far is figuring out comments that are taking place from something sooner, and I can't remember what it was referring to. So I apologize if I get to one of these comments like that and I just can't remember. Sean says Halloween is almost here. It is. It absolutely is. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a 2-year-old, and it's going to be fun bringing him around last year and the year before. Because he was a little baby and then he was a 1-year-old last year. And it wasn't as fun because we're having to carry him around everywhere for trick-or-treat and stuff. But this year he can actually talk a little bit, and he's running up to things and doing things. He's understanding what's happening. He's already picked out 2 costumes. I don't know which one we're going to go with. He's got an Incredible Hulk costume and he's got a Blippi costume. So we'll see which one he decides when it's time. I think he was Batman and Superman the last 2 years. So I think my wife would prefer him not be the superhero this year. But I'm really excited to see how he enjoys Halloween for his first real Halloween. Have you seen it with T? Plane is hella underrated. Yeah, I really enjoyed Plane. Great movie. Really underrated. Not enough people watched it to talk about it. Bryant Dupree. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bryant. Thanks for joining the stream. I think this is the first comment I've had on here from you. So thanks for being here. Really enjoy it. We're just talking movies today and anything else anybody wants to talk about. So we're having fun. Jason says, I would say maybe watch Missing. The rest feel a bit forgettable to bad. Okay. Good to know. I will check out Missing for sure. And those others, I'll go back and look at these comments again, write it down. And if I get time to get to them, but we've also got Oscar season coming up, and Oscars is like my favorite day of the year. So I've got to start watching all these movies that are being Oscar conversations. So got to get on those as well as catching up on a few other movies. But I will definitely watch Missing, and I will try out some of those others if I get some time. Sean says we have Friday the 13th in October. That's really cool. That's also really terrifying. Have you seen that with a T? Shotgun Wedding is definitely missable. Missing was pretty good. Okay, so that's 2 that said Missing is one. So I'll definitely be sure to check that out. I may run out of water before the stream's over. Oh, but cool. Save yourself. Mio is actually my wife. Oh, okay. So that's why that looked familiar. She was in our videos before, wasn't she? Yeah. So I thought the name sounded familiar, but I just wasn't. I'm not going to assume anything. So that's awesome. Thanks for joining the stream. Uh, got to meet her after a stream one day through StreamYard. So that was cool when we did that. And seemed like my camera got wonky there for a minute. I don't know if it was just on my end or if it was everywhere, but hopefully it's still okay. But yeah, she seems really cool. Looks like you got you a good one, or she, maybe she lucked out with you. I don't know, but I'd say it's probably that the other way. All right, let's go on to the next one. Sean Football. Okay, yeah. I got to talking on that a little while ago because you were saying about Lions and stuff. So yeah, again, I follow players, not teams. I'm a bad sports fan. It is what it is. But I still enjoy watching some when I can. See for yourself. Oh no, I meant as long as it isn't Guy Garner. Okay, did I misread that? I'm sorry, Ken. My bad. But yeah. It's like when you said that, I'm like, I mean, I guess he's okay, but Guy is not my favorite. So, that being said, for me not caring much for Guy Garner, Nathan Fillion playing him, I might start liking the character. We'll see what happens. Have you seen that Guy Garner is the worst hero of all time? Yeah. Della movies. Who should play Green Lantern if they make another live action movie? Well, depending on which Green Lantern they're going with, I know Fillion's playing Guy Garner in the Superman Legacy movie. Outside of that, I don't know what they're going to do. I think it was announced that they're doing the series right on Max, so James Gunn's working on. So I mean, if that one's got Hal and John, honestly, I don't care which actor they get, as long as they get somebody that's a decent actor. I really don't mind. I would almost rather a bunch of people that have done a few roles but not anything huge for all of these castings if I had my choice. But I don't know what they're going to do. Right now, it's just confusing. So, see for yourself. Eagles. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ken is an Eagles fan. Okay. Yeah. I knew this was coming. House of L. Your favorite Green Lantern. You don't know his girlfriend was killed and stuff in his fridge. I'm disappointed. Yeah. So, my favorite Lantern. I've read some of his arcs, and the ones I've read have been my favorite Green Lantern stuff that I've read. But I haven't read everything Kyle Rayner up to this point. I enjoy Green Lantern comics. I've not been a big enough fan to go and watch and read everything. Most of the Green Lantern stuff that I have read have been the Hal Jordan stuff that was with Green Arrow and that comic book run they did. So most of my Green Lantern knowledge comes from Hal Jordan and his team ups with Oliver Queen. But I just know that Kyle's my favorite based on the comics that I have read with Kyle. So no, I did not know that particular aspect of his backstory or his story, and that makes me even more intrigued to go and watch and go and read more of it. I know you're a big comic guy. That's awesome. I wish I have read as many comics as you have, or have had the time to read as many comics as you. But unfortunately, I just haven't got to read that much to have all those little details. But the fact that you brought it up here gets me interested enough that I'm going to go find that and check that out and read it. So thanks for bringing that up. Della Movies Giants fan here. Hey, Giants fan. How about them Cowboys? Oh, all right. Let's see. Sean says the Lions. Okay. Have you seen that with a T? Now I have to dislike this live stream because you said the Cowboys. Oh, I knew that was coming. Oh man. Hey, that's okay. I deserve it for bringing it up. So no worries. Jason says Darkroom reviews. Thank you. Go Cowboys. And now that I know for sure that's Kim's wife, that makes that even more funny. I don't know if you noticed, Kim, but I stalked your Facebook earlier and said, "How about them Cowboys here a day or two ago?" So you're welcome for that. All right, Darkroom reviews. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Well, I will say, whenever you do get a chance to see it, I hope that you enjoy it as much as everyone else seems to have enjoyed it. That's what I say. I can see a lot of great things with that movie, and I thought the acting was superb. I thought storytelling was pretty good. Um, the direction, I'll just say, this is a 3 hour movie that I felt every minute of that 3 hours in. Um, I understand the significance of this movie. I understand that Christopher Nolan tells great stories. It wasn't my favorite movie this year. It wasn't even a top 10 favorite movie for me this year. I fully expect it to get some Oscar nominations. I don't think it's going to get as many as people think it will, but I fully expect it to. But all I can say is I hope you enjoy this movie, because everyone else outside of myself seemed to have loved this movie, and I'm so happy they did. I think my mistake was doing the Barbieheimer thing, and I love Barbie so much, and I didn't expect to love Barbie, that Oppenheimer was let down for me, I think, on that. See for yourself. At Dell on Movies, my condolences. Giants had 60 points scored against them before they scored one. Yeah. That's rough. That's rough. Darkroom loves some NFL and some NBA. All right. Yeah. See for yourself, Bill Packard. Thanks. Oh, my live stream causing breakups in here. No. I know you guys are playing. That's awesome. Glad you can have fun on the stream. And I just lost where I was. There we go. Have you seen that with a T? That's a great idea, but once you start talking, it's impossible to keep it under a minute. Yeah, that's what I found. I was having to edit out so much of my videos when I was trying to do it that way. I would film and try to do a quick reaction, quick review, and 4.5 minutes, and I'm like, crud. And then I'd cut it down, and I felt like I wasn't getting any of my review out there because I cut it all. So now my shorts are mostly reviewing trailers. I can do those in under a minute. So I still stick to keeping some reviews under a minute for that aspect of it, but they are not for my main reviews anymore. I just can't do it. Just can't do it like that. Sean, the shorts are better with the phone. Yeah, I find that. I mean, all I've done up until tonight. This is the first time I've used anything other than my phone, and I'm still using my phone camera. I found that up until tonight, my phone worked really great for shorts. I have more trouble with the long form than I do shorts on my phone, but the long form is what I really have more fun with because I'm getting to do more edit stuff with them. So, and I enjoy doing that. Darkroom. My original plan was just to discuss horror films on my channel. Yeah, isn't it funny how we switch up and move back and forth? Hey, if you guys haven't watched, Darkroom Movies has a really cool vlog that he did where he went into Spirit Halloween. That was really fun to watch. So if you do go to his channel, look up that video. It was a cool one. Sean, I have no phone. All right. Have you seen that with a T? My original idea was to do movie reviews on my way home from the movies. It was cool. My sound and lighting was terrible. Yeah. So the couple like out of theater reactions I've done from the theater, my personal local movie theater doesn't have great lighting outside. Not really doesn't have great lamps outside, any of that kind of stuff. And my car light just doesn't do justice. So I will still do some quick reviews out of the theater reaction type things, but I found that most of the time I'd rather just get back home from the movie, and that gives me time to kind of think on the movie a little bit, gather my thoughts on it. Because I'll be honest, so many times I've come out of a movie, and I did that with some this year. I come out of a movie talking about how great that movie was, how much I enjoyed it, and then on the way home, I'm thinking, I just uploaded that video, and I wish I hadn't have because I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. So it's actually probably better for me to wait until I get back home to go and shoot some type of review, because so many times I'm just not um, as honest as what I actually think I'm being when I come right out of the movie theater. Sean says my favorite Disney ride was Tower of Terror, California. So I've never been to Disney. I don't know anything about that. My wife had been to Disney when she was younger. I've got family that had been to Disney. My mom grew up in California, so how she wound up in Arkansas, I don't have a clue. But my mom grew up in California and was close to Disney and got to go to Disney a lot. I have not ever been, but I've always wanted to, and hopefully I will soon. Sean sends, oh, I can't even tell what that is. I'll have to look at that later when I can get over to it on my phone or something and see what that comment was. Sean, you're doing great. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like I'm not when I'm doing this, but that's cool. This whole night, I feel like I've just been nervous, and I can't believe so many of you guys have stuck this out and are still here with me right now. It's unreal. I really appreciate you. Delon Movies, see for yourself, but they won one. Style points don't matter in NFL. That is true. I can. Nice. Delon Movies, you're not wrong. Eagles get no style points the last 2 weeks. Are we almost to the end of the chat finally? Wow. You guys have kept this going for over an hour and a half. This is phenomenal. I so appreciate you guys. See for yourself. Have you seen that with a T? Hey, T. Oh, he's talking. Okay. I'm getting loopy as the night's going. Thank you. Exactly. Dell, I found that we're our own worst critics when it comes to the quality of our videos and streams. People who show up because they connect with you will deal with it and be happy as your channel grows. Yeah, I feel that. I see that. I think that's absolutely true. Sounds great. Garbage Pail Kids. Okay. Oh, still got some more coming through. Gotta get to bed. Have to work in the morning. Hey, I do too, but I'm still going. Yeah, Uncle Donovan, thank you for joining the stream. Thanks for being a part of this. This video was better because you were here and contributing to this and giving some great points, some great perspective. And thanks for pointing out some things I didn't know and didn't think about. So appreciate that. See for yourself. Rocky V, terrible. Well, I mean, Rocky 5 was a movie. I don't know if I would call it terrible though. I don't know. It had a couple of good quotes in it, if nothing else. I still don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all right. I don't know if it was his worst movie. All right, have you seen that with a T? Well, let's knock off this Apple slander. Apple slander. Did we have some Apple slander? Another dislike incoming. What else did I say? I'm not even sure. Oh man. That could have been a ton of things, whether it was my dancing, whether it was Jar Jar, whether it was the Ant-Man stuff, whether it was the Cowboys. Ooh, I don't know. I've got a lot of things I've said tonight that's probably going to get me demonetized. So, View with the Drew. I know some would say Rambo Last Blood is horrible, but it's a fun movie despite flaws. Okay. Sean, you are behind. Yeah, well, you guys have commented a lot, and that's okay. I don't mind being behind. I've got all night. I mean, I've got to work tomorrow, so I got to be done before time for that. But it is what it is. See for yourself. Shang-Chi is a top 10 MCU movie. Thank you for saying that. I don't have a lot of people that agree with me on that, so that's nice to hear. Have you seen that with T? I was way behind on the video. Okay. Peace out. Have a great night. Thanks for joining, Sean. It was great having you here. Thanks for contributing to this video and this live stream. You brought up a lot of great points, and I really thank you for being here. See for yourself. I'll check out Dead Poets Society for sure. Thank you. I'm glad you'll do that for me. Jonathan Smith. Y'all, that's my brother. He really just jumped. Bro, did you jump in here just to say you live Star Wars Episode 9? Now, look, I am a lover of the little guy and of the hated. I've said that already on here. I've got Yamcha and Jar Jar MODOK on my table. Grogu looking at you right now. See that look he's giving you? I just don't know that I could stand for somebody coming on and saying they love Star Wars Episode 9. What do I say in this situation, especially coming from my little brother? John, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm not going to block you. And you know what? If you really do love Star Wars Episode 9, I love that you do. Somebody needed to show that movie some love, even though I couldn't do it. I watched it one time in theaters on my honeymoon with my wife. I've not watched it since. I have no intention of ever watching that movie again. But the fact that there is somebody out there that loves this movie gives me hope for the world. And you brought that to me tonight. So thank you for the comment, John. And thanks for joining the stream. Okay, I am going to try to rush a little bit of these just so I can keep this video under 2 hours. See for yourself. I'm surprised your favorite Star Wars baddie isn't Darth Jar Jar. I mean, if we knew that was a for sure thing, it probably would be. See for yourself. Or Darth Yamcha. Put Yamcha in the Star Wars universe. I would love it. John says Darth Jar Jar. See for yourself. Darth Maul should have been a 3-movie villain. I absolutely agree. Seen that with T. Gargoyles was so dang good. Yes, it was. I love Gargoyles. Have you seen that T? That whole Disney slate after school was great. Yes, it was. One of the best. Zach Mount Talks Movies, one of my inspirations for being on YouTube. My guy, how you doing, DJ? Doing great. Thanks for coming to my first live stream. This has been a lot of fun. And I'm still going through the comments, so we've got a little while to go. See for yourself, Zach Milne. Hey, Zach. Hey, guys. Zach is like the dad to a group of us here. It's like he comes in, it's like, hey, Dad, how you doing? It's great. You seen that with T? I'm waiting for Oppenheimer to hit stream. Yeah, okay. It should be soon, right? I haven't seen the exact day for that, but I bet you it's soon. Zach, this very successful live stream. Congratulations. Hope to see more. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you, Zach. It's great having you here in the stream. I can't believe you actually joined and checked it out. So thanks for joining. This has been a lot of fun so far, and I think the last part of the night's gonna finish off as a banger. So I can see the comments are probably going to slow down since I see our viewers are slowing down tonight. Everybody's going to bed, and I don't blame you for it. See for yourself. I think Oppenheimer is a well-made movie that never get watched again. There are at least 4 to 5 movies I enjoyed more than Oppenheimer. Yeah, I agree that it's a well-made movie. There's a lot of things to like in that movie, a lot of things that were done really well in that movie. Have you seen it, T? There isn't anything wrong with being nervous. You're doing really well. Well, I'm definitely really nervous. So if I'm doing well, then that's a bonus. Oh, and I thought we were slowing down on the viewers, but we're bumping back up again. So that's cool. All right. See for yourself. I agree with. Have you seen it with T? I'd love to see a weekly stream from you. Yeah, I mean, that might be something in the cards. I've got a couple ideas for some live stream series that I'd like to do. I was going to see how tonight went before announcing, but hey, I think I will go ahead and announce it right here, right now. For those 7 of you that are still watching at the moment, I'm going to start. I got to figure out which day of the week I'm going to do. It may be Sunday nights. But I'm going to start a new series once a month on a Sunday night, maybe the first Sunday night of the month or something. We'll see how that goes. But that series is going to be the greatest years in movies. And the first one I'm going to do is 2008. I'm going to go break down some of the best movies from that year and talk about how that's one of the greatest years in movies. And I'm excited to start that series on top of my Does It Hold Up series I got going weekly. But this one I want to do as a live stream to get your input from all the movies from that year. And I may start that this next Sunday night if I have time. And whatever was it, the third Sunday of the month? I'll have to look at the calendar and see what that is. And then maybe just do it that same Sunday every month or going forward. And I think that would be a lot of fun. So let me know if you like that idea. That's just something I've been thinking of all day today, but I wanted to see how streaming went first before I made that decision. And I think it's been pretty fun, pretty successful. So I think that is something I am going to do. All right, what's next? Have you seen that with the T? First dislike was from the Cowboys, then see for yourself went on his MacBook, and I'm an Apple shell. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, I currently have an Apple phone camera, a camera for my Apple phone on the Windows PC. So, I mean, I don't know what that makes me, but okay. John Smith, I actually hated 9. I'm just trolling. See, this is why I don't read forward in the comments, because I got to give a pretty good response to your first one before reading this. So, all right. Well, I'm glad we can agree. But if you had liked episode 9, then props to you. But yeah, I found it hard to believe that many would. But then again, John, you ain't like most guys, so you might be different. John Smith's actors were great, mostly just terrible writing. Yeah, I agree. There was no direction for that movie, and the entire Palpatine thing. Whew, yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. House of L, you still on? Yeah, I mean, as long as I've got comments, I'm still on. So I'm gonna keep going until these run out. See yourself, OMG, that's an awesome idea. Okay, are you? That one just came in. Yeah. Okay. So great. Yeah. Awesome idea. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So if you like that idea, that's great to hear. Dope. 2008, really. Okay. So I know there are a lot of years that were great movie years, and I will get to some of those. Donovan, I will even go to 1978 for you, and I'll talk about the movies from that year eventually. But I plan on having this YouTube channel for a long time. Movies started how many years ago? Eventually, maybe I'll get to every year up to now, that kind of thing, caught up. But I want to start with 2008 because 2008 is the year I graduated high school and the year that I really started getting to go and watching movies at a high rate in the theaters. Just to name a few movies from that year: The Dark Knight, Iron Man. Okay, my mind just went blank. I think Step Brothers that year. There was a bunch of movies. I go back and look, and Tropic Thunder was that year. A lot of great movies in 2008 that I remember dearly because it was Bedtime Stories and Yes Man both that year. So see, there was a lot that come out right around that time, and some of them maybe a year after, a year before, but I just remember that year being one of my favorite years I ever watched movies, and that's the reason I want to start with that year. And then I'm going to go through a bunch of different years, each month a different year. So I don't want to do that one weekly because I'll get through it way too quick, that series way too quick. So, and I want to stretch it out just a little bit. All right, next up, Jason Entertainment. DJ, what is your ranking of February movie releases? Knock at the Cabin, Quantumania, Cocaine Bear, Jesus Revolution, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh, man. Unfortunately, Winnie the Pooh is not it. That's not going to be at the top of this. I think to me, all right, I'm going to say 5, Winnie the Pooh, 4, Jesus Revolution. Ooh, this is tough. 3, Quantumania, even though I said I enjoyed it. I'm going to go 3 on that. 2, Knock at the Cabin. I enjoyed that more than I thought I would. And number 1, Cocaine Bear. I had so much fun with Cocaine Bear. I don't know about the rest of you, but I thought that was a fun movie. See for yourself. 1994, Lion King. Oh, okay, your year. Lion King, Speed, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Leon the Professional, Shawshank Redemption, Little Giants. Yeah, great list of movies. That'll be another year that we can get to at some point. Absolutely, it'll be fun. Yeah. When I do 1994, I'll have to have you on with me, Ken. You just have to join that live stream just because of that being your year or your movie year. So let's see. See for yourself. Somehow Palpatine returned. Yeah, great line, right? Somehow. Jason says, "Love the idea, DJ." Okay. 1978 is the greatest year ever. Okay, that's going to be another one on the list, if nothing else, for my uncle, just to make him happy. Jonathan Smith, I knew it. Okay. Jonathan Smith, all because of the launch of the MCU. 2008, yeah. 2008 was the launch of the MCU. Iron Man and Incredible Hulk were both that year. So that is definitely one of the points to this. The fact that you got both of those kicking off the MCU and you got one of the greatest DC movies ever made in The Dark Knight in the same year. That was definitely one of the reasons, a couple of the reasons why that year. I mean, that year had some bad ones too. That was the year of Indiana Jones Island and the Crystal Skull. So, or Kingdom of Crystal Skull, sorry. So, I mean, it wasn't all bangers, but still a great year for movies. House L says Cocaine Bear. Uh-oh. Did I lose my camera? What happened? Hang on a minute, guys. Let's see if I can fix this. Where'd it go? Okay. Not figuring out where my camera went, guys. It's not good. Okay. Let me do that. Try this again. Well, are you guys still hearing me good? Did I lose sound or did I just lose video? I'm not even sure where it went or how it's gone. Hey, Ken's back.
Hey, it's going to run interference for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No
Okay, so everybody
problem.
can still hear me. At least we're almost to the end of this, but man, what in the world happened?
Yeah, so we can definitely hear you. So that's
Okay.
always good. Let's see.
Interesting. Okay, so I can switch it to that for now. Well, I'm glad it happened here toward the end before after going through most of this, but I don't know what.
Absolutely.
So my phone is still showing me up there, so my phone's not gone dead or anything on me. Let's see. I am working on it. Okay. So that is camera hub still showing. I've got it. Okay. Oh, all right. We're going to lose everybody now in this stream for sure. All right. Let's see if I can get. Am I back? Oh, were you muted? Oh, I'm not hearing you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay.
I was talking about the Miles Morales Funko Pop the entire time, and apparently I was muted like 2 times because my mic has its own mute button, and then I think I was muted on the stream as well.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah, my bad, guys. Yeah. So anyway, hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you go through any of those while I was out there, or was
Well, I went through them, but I was muted, so I guess.
Oh, okay. All right, but my camera's back. Right? Y'all see me again now?
Yeah, man, you're good.
I don't understand it. I went into my what you call it on the camera hub. Whoop. Okay, now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm messing on stuff. I went in my camera hub and reset it, and then now I'm back. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it timed out after a while, or I'll have to look into that after this. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it lasted a long time, so that's always good.
Yeah. I just need to make sure I'm keeping an eye on that and figuring out exactly whatever is happening there. But I'm going to run through the rest of these, and we'll just end this off before something like that happens.
Cool beans.
But if you want to stay or jump out or whatever you'd rather do, you're welcome to hang out while we finish it out. Okay, yeah, awesome. So finish it out with me, and then we'll that way if I get lost again, you can be here to help.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just looking for the light remote.
Let's see. We were at the cocaine was awesome. I agree. Okay, this one.
Cocaine you rank? Fantastic.
Yeah. How would you rank classic action movie characters? Terminator, John McClane, Neo, Indiana Jones, and Rambo.
That's a tough one. From that list,
yeah,
I'm going to say Terminator. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to say John McClane number 1.
Terminator's going to be my first.
Is your third?
No, first. John would have been my first too.
Yeah, John McClane's my first. Terminator is my second. Rambo's. Well, I've actually never seen the second and the third one.
Okay.
I've only seen First Blood, so I never really got to see him be like an action hero. But yeah, I would definitely say that Indiana Jones is third, just off the strength. Even though I'm not the biggest Indiana Jones fan, I'm also not an Indiana Jones fan. And then I'll have Rambo as number 4, just because, like I said, I haven't seen past the first one.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm going McClane, Terminator, Indy, Rambo, and then Neo, because the only Matrix movie I liked was the first one. So that's why he's in the back.
I told. Oh wait, that's what that. Oh, yo, let me tell you how I thought that said Neo Indiana Jones, like Indiana Jones. So I was a little confused, but yeah. Well, that changes things actually. It's John McClane, Terminator, Neo, Indiana Jones, and Rambo. Like Terminator and John McClane are kind of Terminator and Neo are kind of interchangeable for me because Neo's dope, but also not after the first one. After the first one, he turns into like a video game character, basically.
So does one good movie make up enough to beat out the other ones? Then you're saying to get them up
Well,
higher?
here's the thing about Terminator. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, he was a good
Hmm.
guy, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then everything after that is bad movies, or okay movies to bad movies. Some of them are
Yeah.
actually okay. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like the same thing as Neo in that sense, where it's like you got one good one and then a bunch of
Yeah.
other. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. You almost the first Terminator almost doesn't even feel like it's part of the same rest of the
Yeah, it's so
franchise.
weird. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you experienced this growing up, but I saw a lot of sequels before I saw originals growing up.
Okay.
Like I saw Gremlins 2 first, I saw Terminator 2 first, I
You
saw
saw Gremlins 2
uh
first.
yeah, I saw
All
Bill
right.
and
All right.
Ted's Great Adventure, or I forget what it's called. Excellent
Bogus Journey.
Adventure. Oh, yeah, Bogus Journey. Uh first, yeah. So yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna run on through. Hey, who's this guy? Be prepared for me to talk Lion King for 90 minutes. I bet you
Yeah.
would. John, 94 is the best year. Yeah, that's the year he was born. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I would, yeah.
the year
Well,
my
yeah,
brother was
you got to
born.
rep for your year.
Yeah, yeah. All right. House of L. I don't know years, but I know movies. In '78 had the greatest movie ever. It's the greatest actor of all time. Oh boy.
I
My
gotta look
uncle
up
is the
what's going on
biggest
1978.
Superman fan.
Oh,
Superman the movie came out in '78. And Christopher Reeve, he will die on that hill.
yeah, I heard
That's
you
okay.
say that you
That's
didn't
okay.
love it, but honestly, the first two are pretty great to me.
I
Like
love the
we
second
don't
one.
have to like the same thing. Yeah, the one with Zod is great.
I love the second one. The first one, there were just some really cringy moments that I didn't notice until a few years ago showing it to my wife. Again,
You
I keep
mean
going back and
flying?
showing her,
You mean spinning the Earth backwards by flying
you
around
know,
it?
there's that, and then there's the X-ray pink panties thing was a little like, ooh, that's a little outdated. And then seeing the strings hanging down on the when he's flying through the air, holding her hand, and
Oh, that stuff.
some of that
The
kind of
string
stuff.
thing,
Some of those
I can
special effects
forgive.
are just
Yeah.
those special effects are just kind of rough back then. So,
Mm.
um, but I was going to try not to get into that because I know he'd give me a hard time for it for even bringing those issues up. So,
Mm. Oh, my bad.
technical support not good. We can hear you. Yes, you're fine. Oh man, I hate that my camera went out like that. But hey, we made it a long time without it. Like your Miles pops. Um,
Oh, yeah, thank you, man. I got the gigantic Miles Morales Funko Pop behind me.
mm,
My
mm,
friend got
mm.
it for me for my birthday. It was, and Miles Morales is my favorite superhero. So it used to be Peter Parker, but now it's Miles. Yeah,
That's awesome. That is a nice looking pop.
thank you.
Have you seen that with T? There you go. No sound on your side. I see you. You're back. I can't hear C.
I guess C is me. See, this is why I was thinking about changing my YouTube channel name. I was like,
Oh yeah.
see for yourself is a lot to say. You know what I mean?
Yep. But I can see you. I can hear and see you both now. All right, we're back in business. Hey Ken, what's your ranking for February? What's your ranking for February movies? There you go.
Okay, so from the ones that you have chosen, this is well, I'll say two things. I have not seen Winnie the Pooh, the murder death kill one, and I haven't seen Jesus Revolution either. So from the other three I did see, this is difficult. I'm going to say Cocaine Bear is number one. Knock at the Cabin was not good. It just it was it had no it almost felt like it had nothing to say. You know what I mean? It was a
Okay.
Shyamalan movie. However, it's a
Yep.
Shyamalan movie that was like directly from a book, so it's not something that he made up. So it wasn't like a typical Shyamalan, like, what the hell are you talking about? So
Yeah.
if the book is like the movie, I'm also questioning the book. Um, but Dave Bautista's awesome in it. So I would say, like, I'm gonna put Quantum Mania. I'm gonna put Quantum Mania number 2. I'm gonna put a Knock at the Cabin number 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's like I think I reversed those two, but I mean, I felt to me they were both about the same level. I enjoyed watching both of them. Neither one of them I
Mhm.
thought were just fantastic movies, but I didn't hate them either one either. So,
Right.
is that a 1986 Transformer?
That's actually that Optimus Prime is actually a Lego Optimus Prime. Um, I built that boy. I got it for my birthday like a year and a half, well, 2 years ago, basically. Yeah, it was like it was my favorite build of all time. Because it was Optimus and it transforms. It can turn into the truck, but it's Lego. It's cool as hell.
That's cool for a Lego. Yeah, that's detail Lego right there.
Yeah,
House also says your dad made you watch Die Hard enough. Yes, he did, Uncle Don. You know it. Every Christmas.
I love that art.
Have you seen that with T? Gentlemen, this was cool. I need to get some rest. I don't blame you. We've been going a while. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. It's really cool. Have you seen that? Says, have a good night. You as well. Rambo Rambo 2 was really good, the most hard of the rest. Yeah, I
Huh.
think Rambo 2 is my favorite of the Rambos as well. I think so. I do love the first one, but Rambo 2 definitely deep dive the character a little bit more than the first one did for sure.
Really? I thought it was just like a shoot 'em up type
Oh,
situation.
it's definitely that too, but
Mhm.
you get to see a little more of his PTSD and stuff like that throughout it. So,
Oh, nice. I'll definitely have to check that out then.
House of L, I forgive you, but Superman movie was the best. I love that you. I love that you love it.
Is that the last question?
That is the last one.
All right. So I have one last question for you.
Okay, what's that question?
Now that you've done your first live stream,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel about it?
And this was fun. I had a blast with this. I have no voice.
Yo, that is a real thing.
I have been feeling my voice go as we go. So,
Yeah.
but I thought this was fun. I thought there was um, what was. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. I'm not sure what he's saying there.
Is there room for one what, Jason? Entertainment.
But I thought this was fun. I thought this went really well. I thought we had good
Yeah.
engagement.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably because they saw you jump in at the start, so they just stuck around after, hoping you'd come back, and you did. So,
Dude, let me stop you there. People like you, man. And you're really good at this. I want to give you your flowers. Like, you're really good at this, man. I'm dead serious. You got through the questions. You you answered them really well. You didn't just like give one word answers. And then the ones that you were confused about, you just moved on from. Like, I've seen Zach Milne like perfect the I don't know what the hell this this message is talking about. So I'm
yeah.
going to move on, and you've done that really well as well. But
Mm.
yeah, man, you've done a great. And like I said, I would love to see like a weekly stream from you because you're great at you are great at this. I'm not
Well,
just
I have
making
fun
that
with
up.
it regardless. So
Yeah,
that's something.
yeah.
Okay, Jason. Last question. Yeah, absolutely. You can ask one more question. You really killed it. Yeah. What's the last question, Jason? And after this, we're not going to take any more questions. So I'm going to see what this last one is, and anything after that, I'm just gonna because we're gonna have to get off here. I gotta get to bed in a minute.
Same.
It's almost midnight my time. So,
Well, that means it's 1 o'clock my time. Jeez.
yeah, yeah. We'll see what Jason says here, and Jason, I think this is definitely confirmation that what we're talking about doing, we're gonna do on a live stream. So we'll get you joined in with me, and we'll do that sometime this next week or two.
Oh yeah. While we're waiting for Jason's question, yeah, when you talk about like losing your voice, like I feel the same way after every live stream I do. because you
Yeah.
really have to think about the fact that in no other situation in your life are you talking for 2 straight hours. Or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like this is not a normal practice for us day to day. I don't talk during the day. So unless I'm like recording something. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. And
Jason's questions.
like, okay, we'll check it out here. So yeah, piggyback on that though. Yeah, I have definitely noticed uh, this compared to what in the world just happened.
You all right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. It brought up a another page on About browser for some reason on my computer, so it threw me off. But I've noticed being on with you or with Zag Attack or whatever, I don't talk near as much in those. You guys are doing most of the talking, and I'm just chiming in here and there. I didn't lose my voice like this doing those, so yeah, it's a different thing when you're running it.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. Last question, since you're both here, what are your rankings for March? Creed 3, Tetris 65, Scream, Champions, Shazam, Boston Strangler, D&D, John Wick, and Inside.
Inside? I don't know what inside is. Um,
Hmm.
so just like before, let me get the ones out of the way that I didn't see. I didn't see Tetris. I didn't see Champions, and I didn't see Boston Strangler. And I don't know what inside is actually. I'm gonna Google that real quick.
I think the only ones Inside and Boston Strangler, I think, are the only two I didn't watch on these.
Oh, I wanted to see this. This is the one with yeah, this is the one with what is Willem Dafoe. I wanted to see this, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that advertised.
Um,
Watched it either.
you want to go first?
It doesn't matter to me.
All right. So yeah, let me just gather my thoughts.
Yeah, I'll say
good. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the only ones I haven't watched are Boston Strangler and Inside, so I've seen most of these.
What's Champions?
That's the one with Woody Harrelson where he's coaching the special needs kids.
Oh,
It-
okay.
It was actually really good, or I thought so anyway.
Woody Harrelson's one of those underrated actors.
Yeah.
Somehow he's been in so many great things, but he's still underrated. So I'll say my number one is Creed 3. My number 2 is John Wick 4. My number 3 is Scream 6. My number 5 is Shazam, which actually, even though it's my number 5, I actually think Shazam is a good movie. The problem with Shazam has always been like its marketing. And my last one would be 65. 65 was a movie that overstayed its welcome. It felt like a short film that was stretched out stretched out, you know. And I was really invested like in Adam Driver and the little girl and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it kind of just meandered around for a while and just ended.
Wasn't a big fan of the end of that movie, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Creed 3, John Wick, what did I say? Scream, Shazam, 65. Yeah. But the only one of those movies I actually didn't prefer, I'll say, because I didn't dislike it, didn't prefer, was 65.
Okay. And I was wrong. I didn't notice. I've never watched the John Wick movies. So I did not watch I did not watch this John Wick movie because I've never watched the previous. None of them.
What's happening?
So tell you what, I'll watch all 4 John Wick movies if you'll watch Dead Poet Society.
You got it. You got a deal.
It's not that I haven't wanted to watch them. I've just some reason I missed the first one. And then when the next ones were coming out, I never got around to going back to the first. So I never watched the sequels because I wanted to wait until I saw. And then now we're 4 movies in and I've still not watched them. So
no, I totally get it. Like there are plenty of movies I haven't seen, which is why I'm doing that whole marathon. But yeah, there's plenty of movies I haven't seen.
Yeah. All right. So on this list, my number one on this is D&D. That's right now. It's still in my top
Oh, I
5
forgot
for
about
this year.
D&D. I did see D&D. D&D
Okay.
would be number 3. D&D
Number
was
3.
great. D&D was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to see D&D my first time in an AMC theater that I can remember, at least as
Nice.
an adult. And that was when I was up in Chicago visiting Uncle Donovan, that's in our stream, House of L that's talking. I was up visiting him when I went to C2E2 earlier this year. And
Mhm.
it was that same week as D&D. So I went, saw D&D there, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I would
Awesome.
say
Yeah, I like
D&D,
it too.
and then
I
I
like it
would
a lot.
go Tetris after that. I thought Tetris was phenomenal.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies this year.
I'd rather check it out before the year's over.
And then probably Creed 3, Scream, Shazam, which I do think was pretty good.
Mhm.
I hate that it didn't make any money.
Although,
And
can
then,
I just say one thing about Shazam real quick?
mhm,
Shazam is based in Philly, which is where I live. I'm from Philly. I live in West Philly.
okay,
There are no suburbs in Philadelphia, and there's no high school next to City Hall. I don't know what they're talking about. Like it, and they
yeah,
blew up the Philly Stadium, which I took offense to. However, it's a great movie. It's a really fun movie. I shouldn't say great.
yeah.
It's a really fun movie. But I'm sorry,
I'll,
I had to say
and I'll
that.
say I was much like 65. I was not a fan of the effects of that dragon in Shazam 2. It just
Yeah,
looked bad to me. But the 65 dinosaurs were similar. Like they were just like I felt like we would have done better with 1990s animatronic
right.
Jurassic Park figures than we did with that CGI. So,
100%.
um, so that was my knocks on those, but not they're small gripes, I guess.
Yeah. That's what it was about 65. I never really felt like they were in danger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dinosaurs seemed fake. Like they just
Yeah.
didn't look like they were really going to hurt them. So, but I mean, I did like some of the story in that, and it was kind of a cool concept. So,
Yeah.
did I put Champions in there anywhere? Did I leave that out? Champions is up there toward the top. I'm not sure exactly where, but I
Mhm.
enjoyed Champions. That was a lot of fun too. I said I wasn't going to
I'll
read
have to
anymore,
check
and
that out.
I'm really not. I'm just going to look and see because I do see. Nah, Jason, you're not annoying.
No,
Uh,
Jason's not annoying. Jason's
looking
great.
forward to it as well, Jason. But I did see, yeah. So Dark Movies jumped in.
Hey, Dark.
uh, right here at the end. Just woke up, man. You are on a different time zone that is unreal that you're even getting on and doing this at all. So,
Yeah,
uh,
Dark's great, man.
really,
I really
really cool to see
appreciate
you
him.
here.
Yeah.
As I've said, I've got something coming with him beginning of October, and now that may turn into a live stream now that we know that this works. So,
Yeah. So how did you guys figure out like time zone? Because Dark is in New Zealand, right?
uh, crud, I can't remember where he's
I
at
really
now,
hope that he's in
but
New
he
Zealand
was.
because I'll feel bad if he's not.
He'll probably tell us. So he sent me a list of days that would be good, and then he said he would
Mhm.
just make it work with his time with me on that. So we're just gonna
Yeah, that's awesome.
whenever I pick out probably a Friday or Saturday that's good for him, I'll try to meet him.
Norway.
Norway.
My bad.
I'll try to meet him
Sorry.
halfway and on timing, and hopefully we can make it work out. But we'll get it there eventually somewhere. Even if I have to do a morning stream, that would be later at night for him. Maybe I'm not sure how
Mhm.
that would work, but we'll see. We'll make it work. We're going to do it because I
Mhm.
want to talk some horror movies, and he's the guy I want to talk about it with. So
Absolutely. Let's get you
uh,
to bed, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Haha, you're up. All right, all right. I will leave that one on there as I'm going. uh, um, well, Ken, since you joined in with me again, tell everybody where they can find you so they can jump to your
Oh,
channel after they leave here.
sure. I'm Ken from See for Yourself, where I give you my opinions about movies, and where I give you my opinions about movies, but still encourage you to go see for yourself. In other words, form your own opinion. In other words, form your own opinion. But yeah, that's where you find me. See for yourself. YA. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move you off of here, and I'm gonna say my
I'm out.
goodbyes and go ahead and end this stream.
Awesome. See you guys. See you.
All right, guys, that was it. That was our first my first live stream on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys jumping in. Appreciate Ken for being a part of this with me today and helping me out. I would have been lost without him helping me at the beginning and into this both. So really glad he was here to help. And all of you that were in the comments today making this happen. We went almost 2.5 hours. And I jumped into this thinking 20 minutes I'm going to be out of comments and we're going to have nothing left to talk about and I was going to be gone. So the fact that we made it 2 hours more than that is extremely exciting to me. Really happy for that, and couldn't have done it without you. So I'm DJ Movie Time Minute. This is where you can find me here on this channel. Go check out my other social media platforms as well. Some great content over there too. So thanks again for joining, and we'll see you guys next time on Movie Time Minute.